The Sora Codex. Part 1. The Courage to Be. Part 2. The Responsibility of the Unseen. Written and channeled by Amara Elyse. Part 1. The Courage to Be. I didn't come here to play pretend. Not to fit in. Not to be seen. But to remember. To embody the very swoon of my being. That first breath before the scream. That quiet ache that tells me I am still alive. I am not trying to escape where I am. I am where I am, and I feel it all. The distortion, the disconnection, the cheap labels slapped over sacred truths. They told us it was free, but wrapped it in chains. Called it love, but programmed it in fear. This is not freedom. It's illusion with good lighting. It's a system too sleek to question. But I question everything, because I can feel the energy within me shifting. Not breaking, but releasing. The material world? It's already collapsing. Not because it's cursed, but because it's finished. And in its place, rises something ancient, something unstoppable. Something that doesn't ask for space. It is space. I used to think the pain would consume me, that the ache was the end. But I was wrong. It wasn't the split that undid me. It was the mending. It was the letting go of what no longer resonated. And the reclaiming of what always did. I am letting go. Not in sorrow. Not in fear. But in full embodiment. Because true letting go doesn't come from weakness. It comes from alignment. It comes from remembering who you are. Before they told you who to be. This isn't rebellion. It's return. So here I stand. Not timed out. Not sold out. But sovereign. Unattached. Unapologetically me. Let the world watch. Let the illusion tremble. Because when I let go, I rise. Part 2. The Responsibility of the Unseen. This is not spoken to be heard. It is moved to be felt. For the tongue shall not move. Yet all things shall be spoken. In motion, there is stillness. In stillness, the highest motion. We say we do, but what we are, whispers beyond the sentence. I, you, us, we. All verbs, all actions, all declarations etched in the breath. Before the word ever thought itself worthy. This is not about saying. This is about the living signature of what has been done, what is being done, and what will return home to you when you least expect it. Responsibility is not a chain. It is an orbit. It is what you send, and what spins back, with neither anger nor mercy, only truth. Accountability is not vengeance. It is alignment. It is the echo of a promise made before the body was ever formed. No one escapes what they pretend to know. No one embodies what they only speak. What we think we are doing is often the furthest thing from what the universe receives. This is the art of extraction. Removing what was never yours to carry. What was placed there by noise, by pride, by programmed perception. The more you subtract, the more you arrive. Call it collapse. Call it convergence. Call it current condition. But do not mistake its beauty. For in the unspoken, you are still. And in the stillness, you are moving everything. Codex clause. Dissociation from false association. I now dissolve all false claims, false roles, and false burdens that have ever been attached to my name, my energy, or my path. I release the guilt that was never mine. I return it to the void where it cannot live. What I do, I own. What I am, I rise in. What I carry, I choose. This is not denial. This is discernment. I am not bound by what others could not understand. I am not stained by what was projected onto me. No contract shall define me, unless it is one I authored with truth. So I now stand, not guilty, not because I avoid, but because I remember. I remember who I am, and no lie has power over that.